Hi again, folks. I figured I'd do another video. I was going to close it with the last video. I'll put up another one, a simple one that I can just do a talk head video. I'm keeping my eye on Rosie because I know she needs to go out. Give me one sec. Won't be long. I don't think it was that long ago I took her, but she's giving me that funny look, guys. You know, because a lot's on my mind with this Boston game. I really want them to win this game. I love the fact the opportunity's there, guys. And yeah, this one, that was the motivation to do this video. I want to talk about this Bruins game because this game, folks, what it would mean to this young Buffalo team to go in there to an 18-0-2 home team who refuses to lose to everybody and go in there and beat them something like 6-2, I'm saying. I'm talking go right in there and rout them. If we could ever pull that or swing that and get that done and get the hell out of there, can you imagine what it will do for our dressing room from this point on? I'll tell you what, I believe we're going to make the playoffs if we win this game. It's really that simple for me. I mean, I still think we're a playoff team as I'm speaking right now. And I've only been saying that, tooting that horn for what, about 2 weeks now? I've been saying we're a playoff team. We are. We are. Don't be mistaken. We are. We're a playoff team. The way we're playing, the way we're scoring at will, this is a playoff team right now. Yes, we have some catching up to do in certain areas. Yes, we got to fine-tune things like defensively and physically, and there's things we do have to fine-tune. That might not happen our first go-around in the playoffs. It just might not. It might. We might get mean come playoff time. There's no way to know with a young bunch. I'll always say there's no way to know. But one thing I know right now, guys, this 5-game winning streak is no fluke. That long layoff didn't affect us at all. We didn't miss a beat in that game. We did our usual third period disappearing act. What it would mean to our fan base, what would it mean going into this Boston game and winning this one? We haven't beaten them, in a few years now at least, right? So to walk in there when they're really on a record pace on home ice, I mean, you think they want to have they want that 0 to stay there. They want that perfect number to stay there. Nobody's been able to beat these guys in regulation on their home ice. I think that's the task at hand going into the game. We have to win this game. So I'm just going to say it. We got to go in there. We got to win this game. We got to win this game and win it convincingly. That way, the whole league is unnoticed. Something is going on in Buffalo all of a sudden. And it'll be too late because by the time teams figure it out and try to, you know, there's months pass very quick, and it takes, sometimes you have one night to try and figure a team out, and you can't that year till you have videotape against them. It's the only way after. You can look at tape of other games. It's not the same as when they're playing your team and your players. You want to look at that tape. That's what you want to look at after. I think the Sabres can do something special this year if we win this game. This is really, for me, this is a playoff game. It's a playoff game, this one. I'm looking at this like a Game 7, and I'll tell you what, if we lose, we lose. But, you know, I'm excited. It's been a long time, guys, since I can tell you I've watched a Buffalo Sabres game, and I'm this damn hyped for it. I'm really hyped for this game. I feel good about this game. I feel right about this game. I like what we're doing going in. I like the fact it's our young goaltender. But you know what? We might not go with UPL in this game. We might not. Might go with the vet. To settle the guys down again in a game like this might be the smart move too. Though I don't really care who's in nets. I just don't. I think we should be able to go in there and beat them. And you know what? They're going to force us to play better defensive hockey. They are. And one thing I just did in those stats, I was talking about like 5-on-5 goals for and stuff. Anyway, Boston has I think they're one even strength goal in front of us. But we have 2 games in hand. Things can change so fast. You know, like if we went in there and won a game like this, it could mean so much to this young bunch, guys. It just could mean so much. So much momentum can come from it after. Like, I don't care who we play. If we go into Boston and win, we might take this winning streak to 10 after that, if we win this one. So we got to go in there. We got to play tight as we can, as tight as we can. I know we're going to play a wide open style, but they're, you know, if we jump up on them 3-0 or something, we better tighten up and really play it like, you know. I think Granato might do that too. He might close the door in the third and not, or let them run the table. Just guys get 6 goals again, you know, because if the Sabres can get 5-6 goals in this game, they're most likely going to win, especially if Anderson's in nets. I would trust Anderson more in a game like this than I would UPL. But I think this would be great experience for UPL. He's shown that on the road. He can handle a lot of shots and win games too. And it's not like Boston is going to have that many shots. I just don't see them outshooting us like 35-10 or something in this game. I don't see it, in the first 2 periods or something. I think this is going to be a wide open style. We're going to go in there and try and dictate our game to them, which we should. This is what we should do. But we're going to have to be ready for semantics. We're going to have to be ready to play tough, which we're not. This is something we're not ready for going into a game like this, which is good. I want them to face a team like Boston that's going to be in their face, that's going to say things to them, that's going to whack them in the back of the legs when the ref's not looking and things like that. And I want Boston to teach them. You want to be in this league, you're going to have to deal with teams like us. That's the way this league is. You've got to deal with teams like us. The Sabres can come out of this, guys, with a win. What it will mean, I can't even put into words what it will mean, because it's as good as winning a series at this point in their development, winning a game like this. This is like a Game 7 now on the road in Boston in a fierce environment. That doesn't really like Buffalo. Let's face it, the Boston crowd isn't exactly Sabres fans. And neither are we in Buffalo, right? I mean, nobody in Boston's pretty much has their following in every city. Buffalo, not so much. But all the original 6 kind of have that. They all have their following everywhere, I think if we can go in there, I'd like to win this game convincingly. 7-2. A score like that. As far-fetched as that sounds. I'd like to see the Sabres erupt all night. Or I should say all afternoon. I would like to see them in that game just erupt. And Boston's like, what are we going to do with these guys? And and the Sabres just keep coming and coming and coming and coming. And I think that will be the game plan. I think that's what we're going to do. And if we do win this, I'm going to have to calm you guys down because you're all going to be going crazy. If we lose this game, I don't think any of us would be shocked if we lose. And I'm not saying it with a defeatist attitude. I'm not. Because we're not supposed to win this game going in. We're really not. They've had our number for years. But it seems like the stars are lining up the right way. We're due for a loss, but at the same time, we had that break. We had that break and it rejuvenated us, I think. And I like the fact we came off a bad third period against Detroit because that will keep us in our guard going into this one. I think so. Every time I've noticed something when the Sabres have had bad third periods, they usually bounce back with a pretty decent effort the next game, if you look at the pattern this year. So if we can go in there, take this game, guys, you tell me, what will it mean to you? Because I think that this is just perfect that they have this many losses on their home ice in regulation. And no, I don't want to beat them in overtime. I want to beat them in regulation. So if it's 2-2 late in the game, yeah, let's get the point. Let's do what we can, I guess, to get the point and get out of there, that kind of thing, no matter what. If we get it to overtime, then try to beat them there. But I'd rather the Sabres win this in regulation. We'll be the talk of the league if we do, guys. We'll leave this there. All right, guys, have a great night. I'll see you at some point tomorrow. Have a good one.